Welcome, everybody. Week 13. Actually, week 14 now. Second to last matchup for week 14 here. We got we got the visiting team with the higher record in the number one spot in the Pac-12 for this matchup. And they're going to be visiting the Baylor Bears. Baylor might be able to steal this conference top spot from them with a win here tonight at home. Danny Snossage is in the booth with me. Danny, how you feeling about this matchup, man? How you doing tonight?
Super excited. You look at both these teams and they're very, very prolific offenses. Their defenses stand out very much so. The numbers may not speak it, especially on the Baylor side, but they score so many points that you have to try to keep up with them. I'm excited to see the speed on both sides of the ball and really pumped to see how Baylor's going to try to steal this conference first place from Miami.
Just saw the coin flip right there, and it looks like Baylor Bears are going to win and kick the ball to start, so they'll be receiving in the second half. Pretty much standard here for most NWO games. And that's what we see. Man, both teams sitting right around that 10 mark in the nation. Baylor got it all lined up here. Really clear conditions. Beautiful day out here in Texas. Power with the kickoff. Deep high end over end right in the middle there. And with his foot on the back line, that's not going to be returnable. They're going to set up. Miami's going to set up here at the 25.
Yeah, and on comes the field, of course, is the quarterback that leads this team, Tyler Van Dyke. He is in the top two voting for the Davy O'Brien. And of course, next to him is going to be Donald Cheney, who is a Heisman specialist right now. He is blowing up as of lately, and he's been doing a good job. So it's going to be exciting to see how Miami, looks to advance the ball today.
First play from scrimmage here. 10, less than 10 on the play clock. 5 now. And we're going to see a timeout from Miami. So they really wanted to avoid probably the penalty right there. Deep in the bag, getting the right play call right there. And do you like to see that timeout over the penalty?
Yeah, you don't want to have such a big negative play so early. I mean, it's very unfortunate you got to use a timeout, but it is in the first half. Mostly, statistically, you don't even finish your first half with all your timeouts, so might as well use them and find the correct play.
Much quicker out of the huddle this time. 20 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time here. And we got Tyler Van Dyke, quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, impact player, handoff to Donald Cheney, impact player for the Miami Hurricanes. He's going to take it off the left counter and pick up 3 before being tackled by 2 guys.
Yeah, those counter plays are something that we're going to see on both sides of the field. Miami likes to pull their guards, and a big thing is we're going to see how Baylor can hold on to that edge right there because Miami wants it.
From the left hash this time, you got a tight end and a fullback there in the backfield. Under center, Van Dyke makes a couple adjustments. Now Baylor is too. You got 2 wideouts, one on each side. Here's the drop back from Van Dyke. He's going to deliver over the middle. Doyle, the impact player from defense, was there. I think that's the middle linebacker that Panda likes to use, but that is completed to Al Pimpchino, and Al Pimpchino picks up 18 on a first down.
Yeah, that was threading the needle right there, but that's something that TVD has done all season long. And Pimpchino emerging here as one of the favorite targets for TVD.
Really spread out this time. You got 4 wides. Donald Cheney in the backfield with Van Dyke. Van Dyke from shotgun gets the snap, takes a couple steps back, delivers a ball right across the middle that time, a little deeper this time, but no rack yards after that one. Slim Thug with a 16-yard reception.
Yeah, so far Tyler Van Dyke's feeling it down the middle.
Attack in the middle of the field. Let's see where he goes on this one. You got 4 wides once again, 3 over there to the right, 1 to the left. Van Dyke making an adjustment. Plenty of time on the play clock here. Making adjustments everywhere, left and right. And now the handoff to the counter play. Donald Cheney, he picks up 5 on that one.
Yeah, again, that counterplay is a staple in the revamp playbook, and it's really hard to account for. One big thing that you have to do as a defensive player is you have to have an extra defender out there to not get outnumbered, but that also puts you in a bad spot play side. So, it's really important to see how Baylor's going to play it defensively.
Yeah, the ever dangerous Donald Cheney right there showing off that incredible balance and body lean. His agility right there is just unreal. You got a four wide tight look here. One of them is a tight end, and a really quick drag route, and he's
He's
found open
gone.
space, and that's going to be a touchdown. Keyshawn Smith picking up 33 after he weaved his way through traffic, and the diving tackle can't get him.
Yeah, caught Baylor there in man to man, and you see the result there. Speed kills.
Quick delivery on the crossing route right there. Looked like a little drag route. Not for a lot of gain, but the rack yardage really coming in through clutch there as Miami is able to cap off their opening possession with a 7-point topper there. Just under 2 minutes it took them to drive the length of the field to put it into the end zone. Did it with keeping Baylor off balance in terms of run and pass.
Yeah, and what we saw a lot of there, George, was the Tyler Van Dyke show, right? We see this a lot of times with Coach Revamp is the quarterback, shows his head early, and then Cheney tries to finish it off.
Yeah, threaded the needle on that very first pass to Pimpchino. And then it kind of loosened up the defense a little bit more after that one. But a lot of ball game here left to play. This is going to be an absolute war before it's all said and done. As long as Baylor can continue to match the points being put up by Miami so far. Craig Williams out of the Wild Bear here, and he is going to take it off the right side and use his speed. I thought he was gone initially. Good tackle by that corner after a 16-yard pickup.
Great play call, put it in your best player's hands right away. The scary part was that a Miami defender actually caught him. You said it yourself. He's got speed, and it's scary track speed.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be gone off that right side. Good recovery speed there by the Miami Hurricanes, as we've seen Craig Williams race into the end zone so many times in this first season with under head coach Sir Panda Slayer. We got trips to the left, single wide out to the right, out of the shotgun. Shapen gives the counter run to Williams.
Absolute great tackle there.
That's going to be a no yardage play. We're going to go no huddle. Panda does this a lot, keeping his foot on the gas, lining right back up. Got a lot of defenders here near the line of scrimmage. One deep safety back there. See if they try to test them. Nope, it's going to be another run play. And Williams slams it to the back of his offensive lineman, and that slowed him up just enough for that diving tackle not to bring him down. And he picks up good yardage now, leading to 3rd and 2, the 48.
Yeah, that play looked like it was about to go to the house. There was no one in the middle. Great play by the safety to slow him down a little bit, and the offensive line got a great push there.
You got trips bunched to the right. That's going to be a quick delivery to Sims. Sims looking like a tight end out there maybe. Thought he was going to go up or to the inside, and he went to an out route, quick out route. That was enough for Shapen to pass him the ball for 6 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Shapen had a lot of pressure there. He got it away perfectly.
Out of the pistol, still with the bunch to the right. A lot of guys by the line of scrimmage. No deep safety there. Safeties are dropping back after the snap. But Shapen breaks out of the pocket and is brought down. Huge loss there of 13.
Yeah, there you have him right there, Chief doing dabs. He is the leader, or at least right now, since they're the late game, he is top 3 in sacks, and he shows that speed is ridiculous at the defensive end position for Miami.
Shapen broke out of the pocket and ran right into him on that one. So we're going to start here on the right hash. You got 2 wideouts way over there to the right. Out of the pistol right here with 2 backs in the backfield, Williams and Mick Williams. Shapen making a couple adjustments, including sending Williams out to the right. And he's not going to get that off. I don't know if he was looking downfield. He had the screen pass there set up, but he didn't want to deliver it. He was holding on maybe for more, and that's going to lead to 3rd and 34.
Yeah, very questionable call there. I know Williams was the one that was motioning out. Usually all eyes on him, but 3rd and 34 here. Big 3rd down.
Trips bunch right. Shapen's not going to have enough time as the edge pressure from both sides gets to him. That's called an incomplete pass. 4th down, 34 to go.
George, this is the second game you and I have called that these defensive ends are just speed rushing the edge so cleanly. I don't know what's going on in Miami, but they need to keep it up.
They did not look touched by the tackles on the outside there. Kick right here. It's going to go angle out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Let's see where the refs spot it. It's going to be out at around the 30-yard line. Decent punt right there. Kind of flip field position a little bit. Well, Baylor actually moved the ball on their opening possession pretty well. Got all the way to midfield and then started to sputter out once they started to take extra extended passing opportunities downfield, which didn't turn out well for them as they resulted in sacks and ended the drive. Miami with their second possession right here. Van Dyke with a quick strike over there to the right. And then if Donald Chaney's able to get through it, but he's not, and he's brought down after a 3-yard pickup. Looked like he had some blockers out there. Couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, and that, exactly on that punt right there. 4 for 4 for TVD, but you see exactly why the punt's so important. It doesn't allow shot plays to come away. So a really good punt there by Baylor, and especially out of bounds. You don't want those skill players taking the ball.
Trips bunch right. Van Dyke out of the shotgun, breaking out of the pocket to the left. And he's going to be tracked down by Franklin. Great pursuit right there.
A vicious hit. Vicious hit on TVD there.
It's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 at the 36-yard line. Two minutes left to play in the first here from the left hash now. 4 down Baylor Bear look here at the front. 2 tight ends for Miami. And the pressure is going to come right up the middle. Number 62, defensive lineman, Ika, is going to drop him. And that's going to be 4th and 11 at their own 29.
Yeah, there's not a lot of defensive linemen you need to look at when it comes to Baylor, but you can't let go of the nose tackle. He's 340 pounds. That's a lot of man right there. And TVD is lucky to get up.
Angled kick. And Fleeks isn't able to get to it. It's all the way to, bouncing all the way to maybe the 19-yard line where it goes out of bounds. So Baylor with 126 is going to get their second possession, second opportunity to match Miami's initial score of 7.
Yeah, and back-to-back beautiful punts here. So far, special teams not being a big factor as usually is, but let's see how long that lasts.
Pistol set here. 3 down lineman look for Miami. 1 wide out coming from the right to the left. Snap, handoff to Williams, straight up the middle. Outside edge defender able to track him down and catch him from behind. 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, I really love how Miami's defense has been playing this pistol look from Baylor so far.
Baylor rushes back to the line of scrimmage. Ready to call out their next play. Oh, quarterback sees something he wants to audible. Gets us into a different formation with Mick Williams lined up at tight end right now. Shapen breaking out of the pocket. Has a little bit more time to pass right now. And the defender and the receiver, Williams, get their hands on the ball, but nobody able to bring it in. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's one thing that we've noticed in our notes, right? Is Shapen loves to look for Williams first. His eyes kind of set on him, and when he's locked into his running back, he stays locked in. The Miami DBs have been watching film.
Yeah, they had one guy in front of him, one guy in the trail technique, and the guy up in front, just dropped it, but could have been a pick. Shapen is brought down by the edge defender, number 42, with the sack. That might be multiple on the day. Yes, that's Chief doing Dab second on the day.
Yeah, right now, every 3rd down possession, we're seeing these ends take off and fly up the field. They've already got 3 on the day total.
4th and 11 brings the second punt on for the Baylor Bears today. He's kicking it to the left side this time. This one is probably going to be returnable. Number 8 makes one man miss, picks up a block, racing down the right sideline. And after a second broken tackle, he's down all the way, Gucci LaFleur, all the way down to the 26-yard return down to the 39 with about 25 ticks left in the first quarter.
Yeah, now we see special teams rear its head there, and that's why you kick it out of bounds, because LaFleur is a beast when it comes to the return game.
From the right hash on their 3rd possession, Miami, Van Dyke back in there in shotgun with Donald Chaney Jr. Making an adjustment over to the right side, wide receiver. Got the tight end on that side too. Second adjustment over there to the right. Quick pass to Donald Chaney in the screen, and he's able to weave through traffic and get first down yardage after a 12-yard reception.
Yeah, that was a beautiful audible there. He changed up a route just to pretty much free open that screen. And so far, perfect on a day, 5 for 5.
On the ball here. Miami making one adjustment, and we have a connection loss. First of
Oh,
this season. Season four
oh,
had no connection losses. Revamp TV was up 7, going in for possibly more. We have a disconnection here.
yeah. And these online games, that's always a risk right there, and you hate to see it.
We're gonna
We
go
were
to a
having a great game too.
we're gonna go to a starting soon screen. We'll be right back, folks. Let's get this figured out. All right, welcome back, NWO viewers. Had a technical difficulty there, had to reset, and we're back again. This is going to be the opening kickoff of the game here. Baylor did win the toss, and so they elected to kick. End over end kick. Goes to the floor, is able to return this one 9 yards deep. Over on the left hash, gets tackled. Good coverage right there. He's brought down after a 20-yard return, but from where he started, it's probably, yep, they were going to set up at the 11.
Yeah, right now we're gonna see again Tyler Van Dyke start off this game, with the dynamic running back and Donald Cheney. And after a pretty bad return there, we're gonna see what strategy they use to kind of make up this field and get themselves away from the negative.
Two tight ends right here. One wide receiver moving from right to left. Down Cheney seeking the edge and able to weave through traffic right there. Good rush. Spin move gets him 8 yards.
Yeah, he covers so much ground with those cut moves. He's so strong. He's such a quick, dynamic runner. And that spin move almost got him out of trouble. And that would have been one of the best plays we would have seen.
All the way over to the right hash this time. You got trips to the right. I think that's Pimpchino over there on the left, and he's going to help set up the counter blocking right there. But one man is going to get through. Good edge protection right there. Donald Cheney dropped for a loss. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you have to set that edge. You have to have an overhang defender when it comes to revamp because of those counters.
3rd and 6. You got trips right. One wide out to the left. Donald Cheney in the shotgun, or Donald Cheney back with Van Dyke in the shotgun. Deliver over the middle. That might be Restrepo. Yes, Xavier Restrepo coming across the middle on a slant for a 12-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, smooth stick and nod play right there. He did a good job of eating up that cushion and getting that separation. Great first down.
Single back shotgun right here. Van Dyke getting everything all set. Takes the snap. Looks like a replay. Xavier Restrepo with 20 that time. First down.
Yeah, when you have a solo guy in the middle, you're going to have to bail back quickly. And right there, it looked like the middle linebacker was watching Cheney a little bit too much. Got his eyes in the backfield and threw it right behind his ear. And, first down, big chunk play.
Nearing midfield now. Tyler Van Dyke, perfect. 2 for 2. Out of the strong eye. They're going to deliver that over the middle on the halfback angle route to Cheney. And Doyle, the impact player on defense, almost picks off that one.
Yeah, Doyle looks like he's been hitting the weight room a little bit too much there. Couldn't really, close close that chest after a great chest workout there. Couldn't come up with it. But a very, very dangerous throw.
Strong eye once again. Wide receiver moving into the slot. Nice ball to the tight end, and he's going to keep his feet, breaking a tackle, step back, getting a few more out of it. Big 36-yard reception. Will Mallory right there.
Yeah, one of my favorite athletes on this Miami team. Mallory is one of the most complete tight ends in the game today. And of course, a lot of attention goes to him, so Pimpchino gets open. But beautiful, beautiful route concept there.
Inside the red zone now. You got a split shotgun, 2 halfback look. Van Dyke barking out orders on both sides. Strafing off to the right. Feels a lot of pressure there, but delivers the ball to number 21. Henry Parrish steps out one toe. 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, you want to see Parrish calm his feet down there, but a great job by Tyler Van Dyke, seeing that the screen was completely covered. Good, smart play there.
Ball at the 12. Just about 2 minutes been taken off of this clock so far in the first quarter. Opening possession for Miami. Got a tight end to the right. Now Cheney's out there as well. It's a throw to Cheney, and he's going to step out of bounds after a 2-yard pickup. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, major, major props to that linebacker. Pretty much wiped out 2 routes on his own. Took care of the corner route from the tight end and made sure that he had Cheney in front of him. Great defensive play there, forcing a 3rd down.
Third play in a row over here on the right hash. You got trips to the right now. Cheney over there to the left. Out of the shotgun, Van Dyke makes an audible and a hot route. And another. Here's the snap. And he's going to deliver it over the middle on a crossing route. And Doyle somehow gets credit for a deflection, even though it looked like it hit the Miami player in the face mask.
Yeah, beautiful crossing routes there. If the underneath receiver had his eyes on the ball, he could be running in for 6 right now.
Miami with a good drive, but has to settle for a 3-point field goal there, capping off their long drive that began all the way over at the 11-yard line. Miami set up to kick off. Deep end over end kick over here on the right hash. Craig Williams, star impact speedy player. And he's dragged down by the first 2 men on coverage. Good coverage unit that time.
Yeah, so far we've seen both these return teams trying to make a little bit too much happen, and both of them be starting off behind the 20-yard line. It's really interesting to see how coaches come out when you're not at the 20-25 average starting point.
At the 16-yard line. Shotgun split back set here. Slot receiver to the right. A lot of defenders up near the line of scrimmage, including 3 down linemen. Shapen drops back about 5 yards behind the shotgun set, delivers it to Craig Williams, and he gets hit after a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, those speedy receiving running backs, man. I know they don't love to take those type of hits right there. And Shapen checking it down. Had one on the outside, but decided to check it down. And we see what happens.
You got a single back out of shotgun here. Craig Williams back there with Shapen. Baldwin and Jones over to the left. Presley to the right. Here's the snap. Shapen drops back way deep. Delivers the ball to Williams on the left side of the tackle, and that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 13.
Yeah, one thing we're seeing right now is man coverage, but the special thing that we're seeing is these linebackers are running stride for stride with Williams.
Single back look from under center this time. Shapen snaps it quickly, and he delivers it to one-on-one coverage right there to Presley. Looked like the Miami defender was looking for the user pick on that one. Couldn't get there. And that's going to be a first down, Bears.
Yeah, great job by him. You know, he knew exactly what he wanted as far as Shapen. Drop back, saw him break open, let it rip.
Still on the right hash. A lot of defenders near the line of scrimmage. Still they hand off to Craig Williams, and he's going to get stood up. Number 42 set the edge really well right there.
Yeah, the one thing they're going to constantly do is they're going to try to feed Shapen and Williams no matter what.
That's Chief doing dabs, the impact star player for Miami. From under center, Shapen has an ace look right here. Fakes the handoff to Williams, breaks out of the pocket to the left, being pursued now, gets the ball out, and that's going to be an INT thrown to the defense in traffic right there. And Baylor has their first turnover of the day. Miami forced it.
Yeah, the cookie monster himself, Drake Scott, gets himself an interception. And I'll tell you what, it's a cardinal sin. You can't roll left, throw right. You can't roll right and throw left. Trust me. Brett Favre ruined my dreams earlier in his career.
4 tight look here. Delivers a quick pass. And that's Gucci LaFleur, good for 12 and a first down, Miami.
There he is. You know, one athlete that you have to look out for, whether on both sides of his team, that goes under the radar is Gucci LaFleur himself. Yes, he's a return man, but on the offensive side of the ball, he is scary.
Gucci gets it all the way over to the 31, 32-ish. Van Dyke, quick delivery to number 1. Picks up a block. Step back. Gets him 1 more yard. Slim Thug with a 23-yard reception for his first on the day.
Yeah, that step back was a thing of beauty, and that is a revamp special there. And already they're threatening inside the 10-yard line.
From the right hash, 2 tight ends set there on the left side. One of them with his hand in the ground as a fullback. Got the strong guy here facing the field side. It's going to be handoff to Chaney, and he's searching for that edge, looking for a gap. Bounced it to the inside. I thought he had a little bit of opening there off tackle in between the tight end and tackle. But good pursuit by Baylor brings him down after Chaney gets it to the 5.
Yeah, we both thought the exact same thing there. I mean, he had a nice little crease in there between the tight end and the tackle. And, you know, he decided to cut up north. And, hey, man, I mean, you live to fight another down. No big deal there.
Got a hurricane on the ground right here. Hopefully he gets up and he's okay to play. One of the coaches going into strategy right here. I think that's Sir Panda. Perhaps making an adjustment here. Scrolling over to left outside linebacker Bryson Jackson, who was in the game. Might be switched out here for Garmin Rudolph.
For those of you just joining us, of course, this is our second restart. This is our first restart after a disconnection early in the game. Right now, we have a beautiful game here between two powerhouse offenses. And I'm joined in the booth by, of course, the lovely George, 49er George himself. So appreciate you guys being here and appreciate you having us, George.
We're all the way down to the 5-yard line on the second and goal. Tyler Van Dyke from shotgun trips right. Cheney in the backfield with him now goes into a pass route, and that's going to be picked off by the middle linebacker, Doyle.
Oh, Lord. What a play. He faked the blitz, and Doyle got to the line of scrimmage, backpedaled immediately, and Tyler Van Dyke does something that he normally does not do, throw an interception there, turnover on downs.
Doyle had a couple opportunities to pick the ball off in the first game before the reset. True on that one. That's going to give Craig Williams the opportunity to take the ball up 6 yards right between the tackles.
Yeah, and here comes that Baylor no huddle.
Shaping under center. Single back ace look here. Got a tight end to the right and a slot receiver on the left. It's going to be a handoff to Williams. He's looking for that. He's looking for that gap to make one move on the safety and be out of there. But good block shed right there by the defensive line to tackle him before he really get going.
Yeah, you said it perfectly there. That was an absolute beautiful job by them to get off their blocks and make sure that there wasn't a big home run play.
That was a nice size hole until he slid off of that block. I could see why Panda wanted to threaten there with Craig Williams right up the gut. Still under center, shaping this time, dropping out of the pocket one way and then the other. But you know who is there. Chief doing dabs, put shaping on his back. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you cannot outrun these defensive ends on those quick rollouts because if you think you're going to go back the other way, you got Chief doing dabs there. And on the other side, you got Specta himself, an NWO crowd favorite. And these defensive ends are really, really showing their skill.
You got 3 wideouts in total, shaping under center. Williams deep behind him in the backfield. Shaping delivers a quick out route right there. And that is to Hal Presley for a 14-yard reception. He had man-on-man coverage right there. Good thing he went out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have been racing down the sideline for a touchdown.
Yeah, we're seeing that man-to-man coverage get beat a little bit on these third downs right now and lives to fight another play.
Handoff. Williams looking for the edge, and he finds it. Gets his way all the way up for a 9-yard rush. He ran into his own man right there. Got slowed, but still able to pick up 9.
Yeah, effort. That's all it was right there. The guy got bull rushed so bad that it actually created an edge. So great play by Williams.
Game's starting to slow down a little bit now. Maybe it's all the no huddle. One adjustment being made. That's a fullback right there, number 44 deep. And he's going to look for a block, but he misses his block. Craig Williams gets dragged down after only a 1-yard pickup, but it's still a first down.
Yeah, impressive there. Impressive play by the defense. But what we're seeing so far is these little short runs, east and west, are creating the DBs to start getting closer to the line of scrimmage. Maybe we're going to see a shot play soon here by Baylor.
Trips right out of the shotgun, handoff to Williams, and he's going to be dragged down right where he gets the ball. Craig Williams, a 3-yard loss. Good tackle by number 34 right there in the backfield.
Yeah, Savage Smoke shows his head there. One of the best athletes here on this defensive side. And that's one of those DBs that stepped up, made a play. So we're going to see how they're going to move these defensive backs around.
Read beautifully right there. We got an empty 5-wide look here. Shaping at a shotgun. Has a lot of time. Those edge defenders eventually get there, and Shaping has to throw it out of bounds. He picks himself up from the turf now.
Yeah, you cannot drop back that deep. You can't do the Pat Mahomes against these Miami defensive ends, man. They're going to eventually disengage and just speed rush all the way to you. He's lucky that wasn't a bad play there.
Maybe the last play of the first quarter. Counter run by Craig Williams picks up 10. And it's going to be an interesting first play here in the second quarter as it's 4th and 3, maybe a little bit out of field goal range here. Might need to go for it.
Yeah, you said it, and it's going to create a long one, about a 50-plus yard field goal, definitely. Let's see if Baylor has a leg for it.
Field goal unit appears to be going out on the field, and they're lined up. Regular defense called by Miami. Not setting up for a return here. And the Baylor kicker is just a few short of reaching the crossbar, and that's going to be no good. Miami's going to keep their 3-point lead.
Yeah, I thought he had plenty of leg, and that ball just seemed to die straight down. Impressive stop there. You know, in hindsight, this may show Baylor that, hey, those fourth and shorts, we're going to end up going for them.
Wide receivers really tight on this one out of the strong eye. Donald Chaney's reaching the edge, and that wide receiver got 2 blocks. That's Gucci LaFleur. Credit him with 2 blocks on that one as Donald Chaney picks up big yardage all the way down to the 36.
Yeah, an impressive play there. Way to get the edge. That the blocking is what separates these skill receivers from a lot of other teams, and they really believe in that teamwork, and right there it shows.
2 tight end set here. Van Dyke under center. Chaney right behind him. Hand off to Chaney off the left side, finding the edge, using the speed. Attempts to run over a man. Good tackle right there by number 4, but a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, you see right there exactly what the speed delivers is. There was plenty of unblocked Baylor defenders, but the first thing that happens is that speed to the edge.
Ball at the 29-yard line. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Miami threatening to go up by 2 scores here. Hand off to Chaney on the counter run. Good tackle, good block by the left tackle. And Chaney's racing down the sideline all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, we're seeing Chaney starting to heat up right now. He's breaking tackles. He's juking. He's jiving. He's looking really smooth right now. And now they're inside the 10. But of course, George, can they finish this drive off?
Last time that they were down inside the goal line, Van Dyke threw a pick to Doyle, number 5, that middle linebacker right there. Van Dyke with a 2 tight end set. Parrish in the backfield with him. Making an adjustment over on the right side. Doyle, the user, right there in the middle behind his D-line. And they're gonna find, is that Malloy? Will Malloy? No, that's Pimp Chino taking it down to the 1.
Yeah, that was a perfect tackle right there. Didn't allow any extension of the football there. Down to the 1. Really impressive tackle.
Really close right here. Van Dyke looks like he could sneak it in from where he is. But we got a strong I formation. Both wideouts to the left. Adjustments on both sides being made. Hand off to Chaney, and he should reach the edge. But somehow, unbelievable effort to get him tackled. Might have been for a loss. I think he did lose a yard there. 3rd and goal.
It looked like everybody was blocked up. It was perfect. And just out of nowhere, the Baylor defenders, pure effort there. Absolute great play on second down, preventing that touchdown.
I thought he would walk into the end zone, and he seemed to be engaged, but somebody came from behind him and freed him up somehow, and he was able to get Donald Chaney down to the ground. Goal line set here, and they go up the middle, but Donald Chaney's running to the outside left, and he is going to find pay dirt. They're going to go up 6 more right now and go up 10 overall after this extra point.
Yeah, and you see Coach Panda, talking to his defensive coaches back there, and he's pretty visibly upset. An absolute crazy play by Doyle, but an even better play there by the running back and the fullback getting into the end zone.
The extra point is up and good. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the half. Baylor desperately wants some points out of this one. And then has to play a little bit of defense or play keep away with clock management, as they will be getting the ball to open up the second half. But that seems like a long way away right now with those 10 points, 2 possessions looming over them. Definitely want to chip away at it with some sort of score, some sort of points here, and probably keeping the ball out of Miami's hands, as Miami has had productive drives on 2 possessions.
Yeah, they definitely have to get Williams going in more ways than the traditional dive stretches. They have to show exactly how they can use him in different ways, but pretty much to extend the speed that Miami has.
2 tight ends and a fullback here. And this is the Wild Bears. Craig Williams is going to keep it after faking the handoff. And he's going to get no gain right there. Sure tackling out there by the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that jet motion receiver there, if he picks up that block, Williams gets that edge and he is racing off.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there, it's miscommunication.
Not the time for not to execute. We got a 4 wideout look here. Shapen and Williams directly behind him. Shapen making adjustments. Now gets the shotgun snap. Delivers a quick one right there to Holmes. Holmes flattens a DB. Tries to step back on the safety. And the safety not fooled by it. Big tackle there by number 7. Otherwise, that would have been a TD.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there to the Miami defenders. I have no idea. They completely just kind of whiffed and fell. I really don't know, but Baylor did a good job of taking advantage of it, and now they're finally getting that chunk play that Baylor usually is used to.
From the right hash, you got trips right, including a tight end there. Shapen out a shotgun. Williams right behind him. Fakes the handoff to him. As Shapen is trying to find that edge, but there's too much speed by the Hurricanes there. Number 16 forced him out of bounds and to throw it out of bounds, as he probably would have been losing yards had he just tried to turn that upfield. Good pursuit by the Hurricanes there.
Yeah, that is Dark Spectre. They're the other half of the scary, scary duo that is these defensive ends.
Handoff to Williams on the counter run right here, and he's able to make a man miss. Good tackling right there by number 12 as he picks up 9.
Yeah, now forcing a short third down here, that your playbook's pretty much open. You got to think that no matter what, Baylor might go for it here if they're not successful on this third down.
3:21 left to play on the left hash here. Baylor Bears are making adjustments before they reach the line of scrimmage. Handoff to Mick Williams right here. First work of the day for him. He picks up a first down. What a generous spot by the refs.
Yeah, we are in Waco there. He had the ball in the left hand. I don't understand how that's going to be a first down for them.
No huddle once again here. Staying with that. I don't know. I wouldn't call that the pistol, but got a couple wings right there by your halfbacks and your fullback directly behind Shapen. Quick delivery there. Looked like they tried to set up a screen, but he didn't have any blockers. He had nothing but defenders around him. That's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, again, we're seeing the miscommunication. It seems to be that they're trying to move at this like mock speed type movements, but unfortunately, is when it comes to the offense, you have to make sure everything's communicated well. And we've seen these plays kind of go nowhere on sometimes.
2 tight ends here, 2 wideouts on the left, Shaping out a shotgun, breaking out of the pocket right. Oh, and the ball is out.
The ball's loose.
And that's Chief doing dabs with the recovery. And that's Baylor's. Oh, that's the first turnover by Baylor, or the second turnover. And Miami's going to have the ball at the midfield with the 10-point lead already. 2:52 on the clock and all 3 timeouts to work.
Yeah, that's exactly why he's in the running for all those defensive awards.
Looked like Shapen just completely broke out of the pocket right there and got immediate pressure. Had a couple targets, but couldn't get the ball to him in time. This is going to be to Chaney. Chaney makes the first man miss, but he's dragged down after that, after a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, huge credit to the defense rallying there. It looked like it was about to be a massive play, and it's just a good job by Baylor really using their speed now to corral Cheney there.
You got an empty set here. 5 wides out of shotgun. Van Dyke way back. Unloads one. Corks one. Double coverage. Try to go to LaFleur right there. Safety came over to help. And we got a Baylor Bear on the ground.
Yeah, they hit the ground really hard there, George, and unfortunately, hopefully he's gonna be okay. But it looked bad on that impact.
Trusted his receiver, Gucci LaFleur, right there. But the safety got back in time and maybe delivered the shot to his own DB on that one. 3rd and 7. You got Cheney coming out of the backfield on the out route. Tons of time to pass for Tyler Van Dyke, and he delivers to Donald Cheney, and Donald Cheney's going to make 2 guys miss, maybe 3, and he's going to bring it all the way down. Oh, and we see Suckett. We have Suckett in the chat.
What? I'm just at a loss for words. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It was beautiful. What a beautiful play.
Ball at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal with 2 minutes left. Miami taking a breath right here, going to the huddle. Got the goal line set right here. Last time Baylor came screaming up the middle. And on this play, it is a handoff to the middle, fullback dive. And we have a touchdown, Miami. They're going to go up by 17 in the first half. Still 2 minutes left to play for Baylor, and they have 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball coming out of half, but Miami right now in a really dominant position right now, up 17.
Yeah, usually something we see from the Baylor side is those huge, explosive plays. And this time we're seeing it on Miami. An absolute rocket of a throw and just crazy play, crazy drive.
All set up by the pass protection. I think Tyler Van Dyke had too much time back there to pass. Really surveyed the field, surveyed it again, surveyed it a 3rd time, delivered the ball. But my teams aren't ranked in the top 12, so I ought to not judge.
I don't think we're gonna be either after this.
Ay, wey. No mames. Cállate. We got 4 wides right here. Shaping, looking over the middle of Craig Williams on the halfback angle, and he's going to pick up 4. Clock continues to run, so we're going to see the Baylor Bears go no huddle here. And they're going to stay with that 4 wide look. Tight end is flexed out to the right. Hand off to Williams, and he's going to search for the edge and break it back to the inside. Gets dragged down. After only a few, it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, those defensive linemen are really freeing up these linebackers all game long so far.
Appreciate that, problem. Nice emote use. You got that flex there in the right once again. Shaping. Delivers a great ball to Baldwin, and Baldwin's going to run maybe out of bounds to stop the clock. Looks like the play clock is rolling. Looks like the game clock is stopped. They're still going to go no huddle here.
Yeah, what usually is a deep route that takes a long time actually got open quick. Great job by Shaping there.
Shaping already has everything lined up and throws another quick one to the right side, looking for his tight end right there. And number 23 just drops the pick.
Yeah, that man-to-man coverage, it's definitely a hit or miss. And right there, it was about to be a huge hit for Miami, but another dropped pick.
Baylor really could use something right here. Again, they're going to get the ball out of half, but trying to dig into this lead right here. Going to fake the handoff, and then they're going to hit Sims on the left side, and he's going to break a tackle before being dragged down by the second man. All the way up inside the red zone now.
Wide open.
Actually approaching the red zone as they're about the 28-yard line. Going to go no huddle from Baylor here once again. Still got 3 timeouts from the left hash right here. 3 wide out look. Fakes a jet sweep. Tries to deliver one into a tight window. The man-to-man coverage beats the throw on that one, and that's going to be a 3rd turnover.
Yeah, very tough throw to make there. You're already on that side of the field. You comeback route, hitch routes are a little bit scary, and unfortunately, there for Baylor, another interception thrown.
There was a lot of traffic in that area, a lot of routes being run on that side, and the man-to-man coverage tight enough for the man to just turn around and pick that up. And this is going to be number 2, Donald Chaney getting the handoff right here out of the wild hurricane look. He's going to be dragged down after a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, and Baylor keeps showing that they have the speed for this defense, and they have the speed on their offensive side of the ball. They just got to polish up things here and there before this game gets away from them.
Definitely need to hold Miami to 3 or less on this possession. But Miami's going really wide right here with the empty set shotgun. And we're going to see a pump fake and a delivery over the middle. That's going to be first down yardage. And we know that the clock will temporarily stop as they respawn at the ball. And Miami is going to go no huddle. So they're going to save their timeout on this one.
Yeah, that's why you pump it right there. These defenders got their eyes turned around, and he fit it right behind their head.
The user Doyle right there in the middle. Let's see if he drops deeper over the middle this time. Tyler Van Dyke making a few adjustments right here, burning a lot of that clock. From the left hash, breaking out of the pocket right, has a lot of time, maybe not enough time, maybe enough time, and number 1 with the step back, and he's racing down the sideline. Will he get beat? He will get tripped up at the 4-yard line, and Miami should use a timeout there with 23 ticks left. Let's see what happens.
Just an absolute beautiful play there, and so far no timeout yet. I guess they don't want to save any time for Baylor there, but just beautiful play.
5 down lineman look here for Baylor. Miami in the single back set shotgun, and they're going to deliver a screen pass to the left, and Donald Chaney racing to pay dirt once again. Multiple touchdowns on the day, that time through the air. No, not enough defenders over there on that flank. And Miami is going to go up 23-0 with the extra point. They're going to go up 24-0. Baylor will get the ball after the half. However, with 11 seconds left on the clock and 2 timeouts, might not be enough for them to answer back to Miami and cut into this lead.
Yeah, just a beautiful drive there. Started with less than a minute, and they score with still time left on the clock. Absolute beautiful drive.
Williams not even going to be able to get a chance to return that one. It's going to be set up at the 25-yard line. Shapen having a tough day, fumbling the ball, throwing picks, and no points in the first half for the Baylor Bears. You got a single back under center look. Shapen drops back 3, now 5, delivers the ball. And that is going to be another deflection by Miami. Another opportunity to have picked off the ball right there. Shapen just not reaching his targets.
Yeah, and a deflection only because it was dropped there. That was very scary throw. And, you can see the visible frustration on Coach Panda's face and as well as his quarterback. So, let's see if they just run the clock out here.
Got a trips bunch set right. It's going to be a handoff to Williams looking for the edge. Probably going to try to make a move. Good tackling right there by number 20. And that's going to be the end of your first half. We haven't said this enough tonight, but I will remind everyone once again that Miami and Baylor are both in the Pac-12. And only one game in record separates the two of them right now. If Baylor were to somehow get the comeback in this second half, they would likely win the Pac 12. And of course, Miami not willing to relinquish this top spot in the Pac 12 and looking like they're ready to defend that opportunity to go to the NWO championship game to represent the Pac 12. Shaping at a shotgun. Single back. Baldwin in motion behind him. Going to be a quick screen pass,
Huge
but
hit.
not quick enough. Shaping gets flatlined on that one.
Yeah, and right there we're seeing a couple of the screens that are coming out, but we've rarely seen blitzes for Miami. So those screenplays are kind of being covered automatically due to the man coverage and the very rare zone coverage. But Miami hasn't been blitzing, so I don't look to see a lot of screens happen lately.
Shaping. Single back shotgun here. Drops way back, has too much pressure, and he's going to be dropped at the goal line. Somehow it's not a safety. However, it is going to be 3rd and 25 at the inch line.
Yeah, those defensive linemen are really, really on it today, and they're just continuing after that first half. There's not a lot of plays you have in the playbook for 3rd and 25, especially backed up to the one. So let's see what Baylor can pull out here.
Hurricanes are definitely going to try to hawk this one, as you're probably going to be forced to go into the air. Or we're going to see the wild bear formation here. Craig Williams, the halfback, gets a direct snap, looking to pass. Now showing off those legs, cutting up the middle. Got about 10 to 15 out of that one. It's going to be 4th and 12, likely a punt scenario, but with as far down as he is right now, let's see if that's what he does.
Yeah, I like the play. I really do. You know, it pretty much, again, puts the ball directly into your best player's hands, lets them run it out, open space, makes it manageable for a punt here, unless they're going to plan on going for it. And they are.
Yeah, you got a single back shotgun set here. Tight end right. Williams on the right hip. Chapin takes the snap, delivers the ball, and Williams is going to drop it as the contact jars the ball loose, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Miami's going to get excellent field position at the 14-yard line right here.
Yeah, that was a tough throw to make. You know, that man coverage is just, right now, it is locked down for this Miami team. So, real tough go for there.
4 wide look here. Handoff on the counter. Good tackle by number 9. Drops him for a 2-yard loss.
Something that we're rarely seeing and we've seen happen a lot this game is Baylor has been really containing that counter play. They've been playing it excellent lately.
Got the strong eye formation with the tight end and fullback to the right. Tyler Van Dyke is able to find Xavier. No, is that Pipchino or Mallory? I can't tell. It looked like the big tight end right there.
Yeah,
Touchdown, Miami.
that might be their starter right there, Will Mallory, and just a beautiful, beautiful route concept that we saw earlier. And it's just Tyler Van Dyke's show today is just incredible.
Great timing on that play. Absolutely smoked the defense. It looked like there was nobody man covering him or safety help over the top. And he just absolutely smoked the defense on that one. And Miami's looked really, really good through 2.5 quarters of football here. Craig Williams pulling this out of the end zone, trying to get that speed to the edge, and one block away from going the distance. He's going to be tackled at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, 31-0 here for Baylor. You know, you really want to start finding those plays that are going to help you mix things up a bit, you know, try to keep Miami on their heels.
Yeah, you got to get a touchdown quick and build some momentum. Force Miami into some mistakes. Shaping with the keeper right here, and he's going to put the ball on the ground. And
Oh.
Miami's going to pick it up, and they're going to have forced their 4th turnover of the day. They're going to get the ball now, this time at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, George, when it rains, it pours right now, and it is pouring here in Waco. Some would say a hurricane is literally running through this place. And as of now, it is the Miami Hurricanes through and through.
Van Dyke finds Cheney over the left flat, and he has enough speed to probably reach the edge, and he does. Multiple touchdowns for Donald Cheney tonight. Multiple touchdowns thrown for Tyler Van Dyke tonight. Miami is absolutely rolling right now as they approach nearly 40 points scored and put up a shutout so far defensively against the Baylor Bears.
Yeah, when Coach Revamp took over this Miami team, I knew right away that Cheney was going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's up there in those Heisman votes, and he deserves them after this type of game. But huge shout out to Tyler Van Dyke, just showing why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the NWO.
And Craig Williams that time is just going to let it sail as he calls for the fair catch. Setting up the Baylor Bears at the 25-yard line. As we see conservative clock be adjusted, Baylor, with a lot of time left in this game, might be conceding the game at this point, running out the clock.
Yeah, and the big thing is Miami's number 9, your Baylor's number 12. You won't drop far in the polls. Of course, you never want to quit and you never want to give up on a game. You never know. Big things have happened before. Main important thing is make sure your stars are healthy after this game.
Yeah, Baylor definitely has the record to be into a bowl game, which is good for the next season of NWO. That would be season 5. Just a reminder, everybody, we are right now in week 14 of NWO action. So we got one more set of games next week, and then it'll be off to bowl games and championships and everything like that. But Baylor probably speeding things up as realizing that this thing is maybe becoming insurmountable. The lead that Miami has built now is just probably a little bit too much. And after 3 quick plays, it's going to be a quick 3 and out here for Baylor, and they are going to kick the ball, punt it to Miami. Deep kick. Gucci LaFleur running over to that left side, uses his speed. Making a lot of guys miss and brings it all the way back to the 40-yard line, across the 50 and into Baylor territory.
Yeah, great job by Gucci there. Finally getting some play on the field. You haven't seen a lot of special teams, but major props to that return team for getting those blocks.
From the left hash, Van Dyke hands it off to Cheney, and
Oh,
Cheney outruns the defense. The user right there tried to slow him down, gets a diving tackle animation.
I don't even know what to say, George. That was just beautiful. That was just speed and effort. Just absolutely great run there.
The foot speed that he showed on that was absolutely stunning. To outrun the defense and the moves, the way he cut it up to just torch the defense, really great. Here's another counter run from the opposite side. And Donald Cheney's using that speed to the outside. Now he's into the end zone. Once again, Miami has 44 now on the board. 3 minutes still left in the third quarter and a 7-minute fourth quarter. This one already getting closer and closer to the record books.
Yeah, I know my Heisman vote is very, very obvious out there, right? I'm a little bit biased, but I have to change it, and I'm going to have to give it to Donald Cheney himself.
Whoa.
Because I have to, George. He is balling today.
Oh, you want to crown him? Then crown him.
OSU still has to play Oklahoma, though, who is top 5 in the nation as well.
Not gonna happen. Oklahoma is gonna get torched. Spencer Sanders has been so upset these last couple of days. He's gonna come out and have 1,000 yards.
Trust me, they're definitely going to try for it.
Yeah, they will. accelerated clock here, helping this third quarter come to an end. Craig Williams not even making a move, just running north and south right there. Typically, we see him make a move on the safety as he whizzes right past. But right there, he's just going north south, and that's going to extend the possession a little bit here for the Baylor Bears as they're near midfield. One more first down would cross them over, but you can see that play clock and game clock really starting to fizzle out here. Craig Williams with the handoff and pick up 7 on that one.
Yeah, usually, you don't expect these games to be like this, right? I mean, 45-0, teams only 3 rankings ahead, but we've seen the rankings be all over the place lately for the NWO, but it's because of how great everyone plays against each other, George, and everyone's kind of knocking each other off, knocking each other up. So, huge, huge props to Miami for showing up today.
Yeah, what makes the NWO different is that of your 12 games, you got one game that's a non-user game. The CPU game, out of the 12 games, only one of them is a CPU game. And the rest of the 11 games are all against the other 11 users in the NWO. So it is really murderer's alley to try to run the gauntlet and win against 11 user teams, 11 teams that were hand selected by their coaches and meticulously, set up to be able to play to the strengths of the coach and the style of the coach. And it becomes really, really difficult to put a winning streak together. And that's why so many teams end up, well out of the top 25 by the end of the season. Because once things start to get away from you in these online dynasties of so many users, they tend to stay that way because there's no breaks. It's week after week after week of another coach really coming for your face.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I mean, it's you take a week off and you see the result of it. It's you can't expect to just roll over everybody. The thing is these guys take this serious, man. They love the competition, and a lot of us have played football before in the past or coached and things of that nature. And when it comes to it, it is a battle. It is a grind. Some guys, I mean, huge props to some of the coaches that take notes, watch film, and things of that nature. But lastly, it's so fun playing in this league because of how well everyone loves each other and knows each other, and that's why I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, your experience has been mostly positive because you have so many dubs under your belt. You know, um, for some of us who have had some rough seasons, it becomes really, really difficult to stay on the positive end of things. For example, like a game like tonight would really make somebody, I mean, sometimes you could just, somebody's personality could just flush this sort of thing and move on. But then, like other coaches, they really kind of take this thing, it affects them for a little while. And, the only thing is that, you get your recruits in and you make it a better pitch for it the next season. We've definitely seen some of these teams turn it around in the next year following a bad one.
Yeah, and that's always been kind of the flip side to the competition, right? Like you want to win every single game, but you love the other coach so much, man, and it's such a great experience to be in the game against each other. You don't want it to get ugly or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, there is rivalries out there, and there's some new ones that are going to be generated. I know next year, Coach Brusso took the win on me, and I know next year I'm going to want to get that win back. But it's fun seeing the competitiveness that comes, and you hope that at the end of the day, it is just a game.
Baylor getting close here to not getting completely shut out as they've taken it all the way down to the 1 yard line right here. Second and goal. Likely to plunge it in, but the way their luck has been today, Wouldn't be surprised if there's a turnover incoming either. Not to commentate or jinx anybody, but here's the sweep to the right, and Craig Williams tries to get back to the inside and not able to do so as it's third and goal.
Yeah, Baylor's methodically moved this ball as you know we've been talking about the league and things of that nature, but you know now Miami's starting to buckle down, and I think they want to preserve this shutout as much as they can.
Always feels good to shut another team out, unless that coach gets really upset with you for doing so. But we've seen that happen. I don't want to name names.
Halfback pass.
It's Bennis. It's Bennis, jackass. He knows what I'm talking about. That coach who I'm talking about knows who he is. Can he stand up? Can he please step forward?
That coach knows I love him very much.
Mick Williams. He better know that. Mick Williams right there tried to get in and he can't. And it looks like Miami is going to preserve this. And Panda seems okay with it. Ever since I saw him turn on conservative clock, that's pretty much the indication that he was conceding the rest of this victory.
Yeah, Miami's going to look to probably run this one out here, you know, barring anything crazy from the Baylor coach. It looks very respectful on both sides.
Yeah, so going forward, the two conference leaders right now are coming out of the Big Ten. We got Oklahoma State. If I'm not mistaken, I think their record is 10-1. 10-1. They're at the top of the Big Ten, and the Pac-12 now has Miami, who is reaching, I believe, on this one, 9-2. So Miami next week is going to be hosting Texas A and Grim, and I think with this win tonight, they pretty much sewed up the Pac-12. So we're likely going to see Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Miami Hurricanes in a Pac-12 versus Big Ten NWO championship, I think scheduled for the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
Yeah, that is going to be an absolute fun one. Hopefully everything goes that way. I would love to be going against Revamp in that one. We do have to finish the job as well as Revamp does. We don't want to look ahead. Grim is a beast. When he gets it going offensively, and we still got to take care of course, Oklahoma in our CPU game. And a fumble there, and that's why you don't want to
this
concede a game there and give one up.
this game is so glitchy when it comes to the dive. Like it just you could dive for getting breathed. You could fumble for getting breathed on after you dive. It is hilarious.
That's a tough one there. You don't want him to fumble, especially Cheney. You just wanted him to get the yards.
I think he dropped out of Heisman just on that.
Let's hope so.
I, thi-
He
I think
still
I
has
think
my vote.
Sanders has got it now. That's just sealed it. Yeah, it's Sanders for the win now. Cheney fucked up. It was at that moment he knew.
Yeah, let's hope he at least loses 2 to 3 votes there. He's definitely going to keep my vote. But
What?
an absolute crazy game from Cheney today.
Baylor will be back in action on Sunday, January 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern, as they are going to be traveling to Corvallis and facing off with the Oregon State Beavers in the final Pac 12 matchup of their season.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't get easier for them. JT
Yeah.
is an explosive,
Let's go.
explosive offensive coach there.
JT's going to try to use that game shark that he has against Sir Panda Slayer with Trey Lowe. But that's going to
Yeah,
wrap it up here. Yeah, go
those
ahead.
tips and tricks magazines coming in.
Yeah. Nintendo Power Magazine, right? Look at that, almost nearly even for first downs. Really crazy. Look like part of that game. All right, well, we're gonna be joined here in the booth by Revamp TV. Revamp, how do you feel about this game, man?
Started off a little shaky. I think we were just kind of, little jitters and stuff. How the games get, you get a little nervous before some of the games, especially a game of this magnitude. It's not saying I don't know if this is necessarily the conference final, but from what I understand, I think this was like the main conference matchup to end the season. And last season, Panda got me last fucking play of the game. And that was always a big matchup between us, Texas, Oklahoma. So overall, though, I think we played great. Sorry, I just kind of started rambling.
Nah, you're good. And then what are you gonna be thinking about next week's matchup with Texas A and Grim? I know it's over there.
Hey,
Uh,
that's fire.
it's over there in Miami. So what do you think about that?
I mean, anytime you play a new coach in this league, it's I said it before, you can watch film, you can kind of get an idea of what they're going to run, what they're going to do, but until you really go up against them, you don't really know. So, main thing, we're going to have to stop A Chain, try to keep King in the pocket, and
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
adjustments as we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Coach. Thanks for putting this one here today. And here's Danny.
Coach, honestly, just an absolute explosion of a game there. Tyler Van Dyke had a great one. Cheney had a great one. Was there anything that you saw that you'd like to improve on and on this pretty much flawless game?
I mean, obviously, there's always things to improve on. I think we threw an interception early. Yeah, we threw a pick early in the game. Um, can't get too upset about that, but obviously, you always want to try to keep it clean. That fumble at the end, that I was honestly trying to uh give myself up, to kind of just end the play and let the clock run out. But I guess I was holding turbo or something, and Cheney tried to Superman dive and fumble. But overall, just maybe try to clean things up and just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, absolute. Just a crazy game to see there. You know the turn of events, how fast kind of just exploded offensively for you and defensively. What are you feeding these defensive ends or lack of feeding because they are pass rushing and killing everything right now?
Well, honestly, if you look at our speed at our defensive ends, it's pretty fucking insane. And I think early in the season, I wasn't really using that speed enough. I was trying to get pressure more up the middle and just try to force the quarterback out of the pocket and then make a play from there. And I think as the season went on, I realized in passing situations, I need to utilize that speed and try to bring them more on the outsides and bring them, from the outside in. And there was times where Panda, I mean, he adjusted to that shit and he was running up the middle on situations where he should be throwing it and he was getting big chunks out of it because, I was pretty much sacrificing the middle to, blitz the outsides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. The man coverage really showed. It was really evident that it was, pretty much paying off. But coach, great game, great win. 45-0, absolute dominant win there. Congrats.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And good game, Panda. This one, anytime me and you play this one, this is like a built-in rivalry and just NWO. I feel like me and Panda always have sweaty matches. Texas OU. We're both from Texas. We both got a high flying style offense when we can get our shit going. And this one, conference matchup, meant a lot. So, I was hyped for the game. I know he was hyped and just appreciate y'all pimps.
Thanks, Revamp. And we got Sir Panda Slayer. Sir Panda, it looked like Shapen kind of struggled to throw the ball to his targets when needed, and then had that fumble. Man, what did you think when you were going through this game, man?
Shapen couldn't get a pass out of his hands. He was getting constantly pressured, but even when he wasn't, I can only spam the button to throw it so fast. There were a few plays where I was sitting there from the start trying to throw quick passes, get him in a rhythm, and he just wouldn't throw it. But shit happens. Then he had two fumbles. One, it looked like he tried to pitch it. I don't know if I pressed the button or not. And the other one, I don't remember what happened. It was on a sack. Early our defense played great, and then everything just fell apart. Couldn't catch passes. Dropped that fourth down conversion. Dropped a few just random passes. Dropped an interception. Just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, man, I feel you on that one. It it looked like it was close in the first half. You were driving down the field. You were going to get the ball in the second half. I think at that time the score was probably 17-0, and you were so close. And then the pick gets thrown. And you had started off with your own defensive interception with Doyle there in the middle. This one was really close at the beginning. It just sort of kind of got away, man. What are you looking to do next week? I see that you're playing already here on Sunday against Oregon State, man. What's your game plan getting into this one?
Not want to kill myself after the game.
Well, don't do that, man. Just continue to dive into that planning for that big event that you got coming up, man. Just double down
Yeah.
on that, okay? That's gonna bring a smile to everyone's face, dude. All right, I'm gonna hand you off to Danny.
Yeah, Panda. Honestly, this rivalry's kind of always been something that we look forward to. It's just because of how well you love your Oklahoma. He loves his Longhorns, right? And today, unfortunately, was just full on Miami. What do you see as recruits or whatever you see going forward? What is the main positive that you are excited for to end this season and to come into next season?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about a recruiting class. We got some really good guys coming in. I believe we have a top 10 class right now, unless some things have changed in the last week or two. Uh, Definitely have a monster running back coming in. I'm really excited to match him up with Greg Williams and Williams second. I can't even think of his first name, but definitely looking to come out with a brand new offense here soon. Real excited about that. I've been working on that one. You know, Things happen. We had two real close losses and two blowouts this season, so got some things to look at.
Yeah, no, of course. And lastly, here for me, I know you're not exactly happy with the quarterback play today. 8 for 20, only 100 yards. Is he going to be your quarterback going on to finish off the season?
Oh, for sure. We have two freshmen behind him who, they could probably get it done a little bit, but you know, other than one or two games, Blake Shapen's been very effective, very efficient with the ball. Just when it's not your day, it's not your day.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate you. Taking it like a champ. Of course, sometimes we're all gonna get beat bad, and it's part of the game. We love you, Panda, and good luck with the planning you got coming up, man. We're super happy, and we're rooting for you. Hopefully your defensive coaches back there, quit fighting the next one,
Yeah,
and let you think a little bit more. Because trust me, as a dog owner, it's never best when they're just riled up and never, leaving you alone.
I understand.
But great job, man.
Yeah, good game revamp, good call, boys.
All right, thanks, Coach, and thank you, Danny. We're looking forward to your next matchup. Or actually, it's gonna be damn. You got a Oklahoma. Go kick their ass, Danny. And I want to see this Pac-12 Big Ten title matchup. But we'll see everybody back here again. We got a Wednesday matchup, January 4th. We got Oregon Ducks going into the Big House against the fantastic duo. I'm going Big Blue all the way. You heard it here. All right. Any last words, Danny?
No, just for anyone that's tuning into the Monday night game, just a huge, huge prayer for the injured Buffalo Bill, Damar Hamlin. It's the ugly part of football. But George, I really thank you for everything you've done in the league. Jimmy, Lou, JT and the boys. Thank you so much, man. And it's always beautiful to be able to play another NWO game or to call one. So thank you.
No, thank you and happy training. We'll see you guys all later. Appreciate everybody.